Hey there, what's up YouTubers again? I pretty much dipped around today without making myself so productive as I used to in the past you know several months or so. So yeah, for that I do feel quite awkward and you know disgraced and ashamed, but in any regard, I just tonight I just you know began to feel like a piece of shite again. So hence this filming session. But I never mean to throw those shite at you guys always. But merely an expression of myself, my current self, since each and every one of us, you know each and every one of us selves tend to bump around, fluctuate, oscillate here and there, more or less every now and then. And I just finished re-watching a video of a pastor named Robert Breaker. Yes, the video is called Do You Know Your Enemy? And I highly suggest that you guys go and watch it. It's highly inspirational, highly inspiring, highly educational, and highly informative and truthful. So what else? Yeah, it's just another day of my mundane and monotonous life here in China, in northern China. While I'm currently according to what I can perceive, and according to the local news, the pandemic has now largely been purged, which means the severity, or I should say the level, the degree of the lockdown has eased a bit, but there are still other, I'd say, not piles of, but still fairly plenty of, residential, districts and some other more remote suburb areas. They still have multitudes of restrictions against staying and going outside, outdoor activities, but in my residential district, or I should say in my grandma's residential district, currently the district has pretty much eased the severity of the lockdown, and all personnel can now freely enter and exit the district, so long as one possesses an entry and exit permit, and signed by authorized person, or local official, or someone like that. And you can, and you also need to have your WeChat code scanned or something. Plus you are going to need a valid, you are going to need a valid identification card. And yeah, you also need to wear a mask. That's an absolute must. And yes, you are also gonna need to carry an authentic, testing report of COVID-19, and then yeah, that should be all good to go for you once you have all these sort of stuffs. Yeah. So so currently I just don't feel like hanging out, hanging out in particular. So I'm still here, trying to produce more contents on YouTube, if not more quality contents on YouTube. And I had some more. I had some more, correspondences with one of my friends back in Australia via WhatsApp, and yeah, he came out with he came out he came up with, not that he came out, but he came up with some more suggestions and ideas to make my YouTube channel grow. So he said that you should speak fast so that people can feel more attracted and more inclined to check back your video, to pause and take closer looks at your video, and that should generate a recurring traffic to your channel, something like that. Yeah, I suppose he did make a valid point, and yeah, I shall try to blend such idea into my video. I'm not here to comment and speculate about what he truly thinks of my channel and my video, but yeah, it appears that he currently has some sort of he does not seem to think much of my channel at the moment. So I suppose there is very little I can do to to change his mind, but I don't intend to. I don't so much intend to do so. Nevertheless, yeah, and yeah, I'm still looking for more opportunities to to have more productive and meaningful conversations with some more clients, via cold calls, and I hopefully I can find them and document the whole process, and then I shall share some of them with you guys in public on YouTube. So so long as they YouTube will not revoke some benefits, or I should say some perks of my channel for posting stuffs like stuffs like that. And on the other hand, I just like to explore more insights into making cold calls effectively, and I hope over time I shall make some further improvements in terms of the coherence and fluency of my speech. And I reckon I also need to make more cold calls in Japanese to business entities and individuals in Japan. Yeah, so I look forward to doing so, as much as I worry about so doing, since I have a feeling I might just meet plenty of setbacks and make myself making myself feel more embarrassed, more awkward, more defeated, even more depressed. If in Japanese that would be hetasleya. もっとさらにもっともっと鬱の状態に落ちてしまうことになるかもしれません。So that's the deal, which means, I just, like I just now said, if I, had I not succeeded in so doing, relatively speaking, that might just make myself, more depressed, more defeated, and less motivated. Since I haven't been so doing for quite some time, since my exile / homelessness ended, yeah. But in any regard, in any event, still, massive thanks to John Smith, who has been earnestly and highly consistently supporting me on Patreon, yeah. And yes, I also need to thank you guys who have been, posting comments and responses or replies to my video, to my comment and replies. In any regard, in any event, thank you very much again for your attention, for your audience, for watching and listening to this video, and for watching my channel consistently and earnestly. I hope to see you guys in the next videos on YouTube, if God the Almighty is still willing. So stay safe, stay put, stay tuned, and remain steadfast and faithful. Cheers and good day or good night. Bye bye.